Hi, everybody. Woo, I'm losing my voice. Welcome. It is, what day is it? I have no idea. It is Monday, November 18th. Welcome to another Mystery Monday. I changed the time to 7:30 as a trial to see how this works out for everybody. So hopefully this time works a little bit better. Hi, Joanne. Hopefully this time works a little bit better for everybody. I was finding 8 o'clock was a little teeny bit too late. By the time I got done the video, I was pretty tired. So anyway, we're going to see how this works out. And see if we can find that sweet spot for the time. So I know Facebook takes a second to get caught up. So as people are hopping on, say hello so that I know that you're here. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, and please let me know where you're watching from. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back week after week. This week, I actually have a project for you guys to do. Now, this is not, hello, Janet. This is not a new layout. If you've been following me for some time, we've done this one. But I have to tell you, I was going through some of my old cards. I'm doing a lot of purging right now. And I came across this card layout and I was like, oh, I love this layout. Why are we not doing this? It's a fantastic way to use up your scraps. And it's a great one that you can kind of do lots of in a hurry. And I love it because you can actually use your scraps really well. So I thought, let's do that for this week. And if you've seen it before, hopefully it's a refresher. And if you're new, then hopefully you love it. So let's get started. So can I just share with you, tomorrow is a very big day in the stamping world. We get to do our pre-order for the new book that's coming out in January, as well as the celebration book. So if you are a demonstrator, I got glue all over my mat. If you are a demonstrator, you can take advantage of that. Hi, Maddie. And get your hands on lots of really beautiful new product that's coming. If you are not on my team and you want to be and take advantage of some of the really cool things that we do as team, message me and we can chat and see if it's a good fit for you. Okay? All right, so I do not have all my stuff prepped. I am actually going to do something that I don't do very often because I'm literally working off this glass mat that you see in front of you. There is not an inch of space on my desk right now. And I truthfully mean that. I'm not even making that up. Like, I should take a picture and show you, but it's so absolutely embarrassing right now. But I'm literally working off this glass mat for space. But I'm actually going to emboss and die cut live tonight. So we'll see how that works because I don't have very much space. So, okay, let's get started. So I'm doing 3 cards. I am doing holiday cards. And I'm doing holiday cards because I'm way behind. So if you're local and are way behind like me and you want to join us on November 23rd for a full day crop, please come and join us. You just need to let me know because each person's going to get their own 6-foot table or 8-foot table. I think it's an 8-foot table. Could be a 6-foot table downstairs in my basement. So it's just a great way to hang out with some fellow crafters and get some projects done. And just a nice relaxing day. We're going to order pizza and just craft. So, all right, now let's go. There's Sandra. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm starting with my standard card base, which is, do you want me to tell you what size this is? Because I can never remember this because I just cut it so naturally. 5.5 by 8.5, and we're scoring it at 4 1/4. Now, my blade and my cutter needs to be changed. I've been cutting chipboard with it, which will dull your blade very quickly. So I do need to change my blade. Okay, so I'm using Garden Green for my first color. Yeah, me too, Janet, because it's going to be fun. It's just going to be, I'm looking forward to it because I really do need some time to get caught up. Like, I'm so far behind on all the projects that I wanted to do. I had a couple classes I wanted to do, and I haven't even designed the project, so I can't even promote them. And I have to get my cards done for my stores and stuff, so I have so much I want to get caught up on. So I'm really hoping it's a productive day. It's kind of like a longer take on my Finisher Fridays, really, essentially was what it is. But Okay, so I have your standard card base. I don't know if I told you this part. I hope I told you this part, because honestly, I wrote the instructions so incredibly quick. You need a piece of, I'm using white, but you can use whatever color you want that coordinates with your designer series paper. And this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and it's just like your standard card size that goes like on the front of your card or on the inside of your card. Hi, Bev. So you need actually probably 2 of those, because you want one for your inside and you want one for your outside. Okay. All right. So then I also told you that you needed, how many did I tell you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I told you 7, but I think this one I cut 8. Strips of paper. And these ones are 1/2 inch, roughly by 6. We're going to trim this down. So it really doesn't matter if it's not exact. The longer, the better, only because then you know for sure that you have enough space. I was actually looking for my silicone mat, which I thought I had in my hand when I came upstairs. It's not in my hand anymore, and I don't know where I set it down, but I don't see it. And, you know, I have several of those, but, well, that would be way too much to ask for me to find my 2nd or 3rd or 4th one while I'm on video. That was just silly of me. But anyway, okay, so let's carry on. I'm just going to continue to... Okay. So you need that. I told you needed a focal point for your sentiment. You needed a sentiment. You needed some ink and some stamps. An embossing folder, if you choose. You do not have to do the embossing folder part. I'm going to show you where that ties in when we get there. Okay? All right, let's get going so we can get this started. Okay. Your white piece of cardstock. Move all these other pieces away. So all you need right now is your white piece of cardstock and your strips. Okay. Now we have some big decisions to make. Now this one's probably not an amazing one to start with, but if you follow Stampin' Up, you know that our paper is beautiful and it's all double-sided. Now, well, 90% of it is double-sided. I shouldn't say all, but 90% of it is double-sided. So we have a really big choice to make as far as what do we want to use as our piece. So essentially, let me show you. Hang on. I had a card that I started. I never finished. I just moved it before I went on camera. Okay, can you tell this is how my Monday is going? And it's okay. Well, once I'm done looking, it's going to pop up. So I'm just going to carry on like I know what's happening. It was sitting like literally right here in front of me. Okay. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to decide which piece we want to be our main piece. So this is actually going to go on a diagonal. Now, if you have a piece that's a little bit longer, probably the one that you want right now. Okay. So I'm going to pick this green piece. So I'm using the paper that has the snow globes and the penguins and all that. I can't think of the name right this moment. But essentially, I want that to go on a diagonal from corner to corner. Okay? So we want that to be straight. Then I'm going to pick my next piece of paper. And I'm going to put that there. Okay? And then I'm going to pick my next piece of paper. And I'm going to go here. Okay? And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my papers back and forth. Now, you do not have to rotate your papers. What you could actually do, because this is your card, remember? I'm not telling anybody how to create their card. What you could actually do is pick multiple patterns of paper. And that would be okay too. So I'm just kind of going back and forth like that because I like that kind of a look. If you like having multiple patterns, you can absolutely do that. Okay. So essentially this is what we're going to do. We're not going to fill the whole sheet. I'm going to leave a little bit of white here. Okay. On purpose. Now, if you want to, you could, you know, continue to do this for another strip if you have enough. Like I could do this if I really wanted to. Okay. It looks really wonky right now, but I promise you, my friends, that it looks really pretty once it's done. Okay, so let's move these all to the side. Now, here's a little trick I'm going to show you. Under normal circumstances, I would probably tell you to glue your paper, not your designer series paper, not your white paper. And what I would tell you is to do that because it's easier. Or what you could actually do is you could run tear and tape from corner to corner as your first spot. If you want. So I'm going to leave that up to you. But what I'm going to do is I'm just actually going to run a piece of Tombow on a diagonal. Okay, and then I'm going to place this corner to corner. And the reason I'm telling you to do it this way is this way it reduces the amount of, well, it hopefully should, if you do it properly, reduce the amount of glue that you're getting onto your paper, and which in hindsight, or not hindsight, in theory, when you go to cut your pieces off, it should eliminate the amount of glue that gets onto your scissors. Okay? Now, keeping in mind, if you have a silicone mat, this is fantastic to do on your silicone mat. If you have a glass mat, like I do, this works awesome on the glass mat as well, because you just wipe off your glue and off you go. Okay? So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to butt these up. And I'm just going back and forth on either side of my centerpiece. The worst part is actually trying to decide what patterns do you want? Like, do you want to go back and forth, or do you want multiple patterns? I think it's nicer to have a paper pack that coordinates, but I mean, totally up to you. How many of you remember doing this card with me before? Because I think we did it. I know Bev does. You can, and again, you can actually, you can make the paper thickness however you want. I like doing it, if it's a busier pattern like this one, I like doing it thinner strips, but you can actually use thicker strips if you want. So you just change the depth of these from 1/2 inch to like 3/4 inch, or an inch if you wanted. Okay. So how many of you are crafting with me tonight? I'm curious. And how many of you guys are watching? Because I see that there's, oh, Janet says she remembers. It's an oldie. We've done this one before. But sometimes I like bringing those ones back, right? Because sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And if you're like me, you probably are sitting on a bunch of scraps that you're like, oh, I hate throwing these out. Like, they're not big enough to do anything with, but they're too small to do other things. So it's kind of a cool way to use those up. Okay. So it looks kind of wonky. You're probably going, I don't know if I really like that. I kind of did the same thing with my card that has vanished on me, which is actually very annoying because I had it here because I wanted to show it to you, but I was actually working on some other stuff too. So, okay, lots of you guys are just watching. Okay, well, that's good to know. Good to know, good to know. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip this over. Now, I could take my paper trimmer and put this into my paper trimmer. However, I do risk the chance of getting glue all over my blade, which is not what we want to do. So, I start with the card that I think I'm going to like the least. So you want to stick around and wait till the end to see the last card that I do. So these scissors that I'm using used to be my rubber scissors. And if you've been with Stampin' Up! A very long time like I have, you will recall that years ago, our stamps did not come laser cut for us. We actually had to cut and assemble our own stamps. And so we sold these scissors called rubber scissors. Oh, Sandy's having a lazy day. You know what? Everybody needs a lazy day every once in a while. I feel like I need those probably more times than I'd like to admit. So we have these scissors. They were my rubber scissors. So I would use these only to cut the stamps. When they came in, I have 2 pairs of them. And I love them. They're fantastic. Okay, so here is my my piece. I think I'm going to have it go this way. So now what I can do at this point is I could actually just lay this on top here, put my sentiment on, and off we go, right? But I feel like it's just a little bit plain. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to run this through my snowflake embossing folder, because I think that would be super cool, because these have snowflakes in them. I don't think you can see that on camera. But this pink has snowflakes and the green has snowflakes. So just to kind of tie in the whole snowflake theme, I'm going to actually bring in this embossing folder, which is the falling snow, and we're going to emboss it. Okay. So again, I'm going to try to do this on camera. We'll see how I make it though. Okay, so I have this, and I have this, and I have this, and if I can get my fingers to work, there we go. Okay, I'm going to, actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do something different. Okay, so let me show you something here. Let me move this out of the way just for a quick second. So under normal circumstances, I would emboss my paper like this, right? But with this embossing folder, I have less embossing here and more embossing here. So if I do that, this is barely going to get any embossing. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to, because they're snowflakes are not directional, I'm going to actually put them this way, so that I'm getting more embossing. What do you think? Let's try it. All right. Let's see if this turns out the way I wanted it to. Let me get this out of the way. I'm putting that down on the ground. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so this embossing just gives it that extra love. Okay, so I'm actually going to place this here like that. Okay, now I'm going to adhere this. So this is an awesome way to use up those little bits of paper. You really don't have a clue how to use them, right? And again, I'm just going with the same patterns, but you could actually rotate through the whole pack of paper if you wanted. There's not a right and a wrong on that, right? Okay, so then I'm actually going to use this Christmas labels, and I think what I'm going to do, I might just do something like that in the middle, and then hang on. Wait for me, friends. Get my brain going. I think I might just do a warm and cozy, right? Because that's kind of fun. And I might do it on this green, on the garden green in white. What do you think? I have to get garden green paper though, so you have to bear with me for 30 seconds while I go to the other side of my room And I pull in a piece of garden green paper. Okay, this is a card. Oh, you know what? I could probably use this. Okay, hang on. Wait for me, friends. Don't go away. Trying to find a piece of garden green. Okay, here I am. I'm back. I have this little bit. I don't use garden green very often. Like, not even at Christmas do I use it. For me, it's not my green. So what color green do you like? Old olive, garden green. What's your Christmas green? I'm curious, because I think maybe I'm missing the boat on something. Does anybody have any thoughts on a Christmas green? Oops. For me, it's old olive. That's my go-to green. But I feel like a lot of people like garden green. So you can fill me in. Old olive. Joanne, I agree with you. I'm an old olive girl. I think because old olive was one of the first colors that I gravitated to as a stamper. And I think it's just what I'm comfortable with, right? It's like, I know it, I like it. Well, I don't think warm and cozy is going to fit in there though, friends. That's a problem. You know what? I'm going to do a Be Merry. I think Be Merry's fun. Evening Evergreen. Oh my gosh. Yes. Evening Evergreen is my favorite too. Garden Green. I really loved Evening Evergreen. Me too. Garden Green for Christmas and Old Olive and Mossy Meadow for other stuff. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I need to like open my eyes a little bit, because honestly, I don't go to Garden Green. I push myself to use it just to expand, but I don't, it's Old Olive is my go-to. It does look nice with Real Red. Oh, hang on. I just took my, just dropped my power cord. Okay, so let's do a Be Merry, and I'm going to do this in white and see what it turns out like. So how many of you have started your holiday cards? Because I feel like I'm way behind. And now this postal strike in Canada, like, can we get any more of an inconvenience to all of us? I hope it does not last long, but who knows, truthfully. Okay, so I just did that with white craft ink. Look how simple this card is. Worked on some, oh my gosh, you guys, these people, what? All done? Done? Holy smokes, I haven't even designed my swap card for my team yet. Actually, I have. That's not true. I have, and I started working on it. But some of you guys are done. Worked on some this afternoon, Bev said. Have most made, but not addressed. Just making some tags now. Wow, you guys are like seriously my idols. Like, I don't know how you do it. Oh, you know what? I should have probably put some ribbon behind that. I don't know if I have any ribbon that will match that though. Which is funny because I have so much ribbon. Oh, what if I did this? What if I use this one? Okay, hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Hang on. What am I trying to do here? This is my Be Merry. Hang on. Okay, I feel like this loop needs to be there. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more dimensionals on here. I hope this holds through the ribbon. I'm so far behind. I like literally need to make hundreds of cards, and here you go. What do you think? It's very simple. Yeah, that's a good idea, Joanne. Joanne says she's not addressing any of hers until the postal strike is over. That's a very, very wise move. I actually received an email from our what is she? She's our business development manager. Her name is Genevieve, and she had sent me, or was sending me, a card to thank me for my accomplishments or congratulate me on my accomplishments, but she says she can't put it in the mail. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is kind of poopy, isn't it? Okay, let's do the second card. So this one, I am using Shaded Spruce. Probably a color you all forgot about too. But before I do the Shaded Spruce, you know what I'm going to start doing? You guys need to start reminding me, is I need to put the inside into my cards. Because I went and grabbed a whack of cards this weekend and realized none of them had insides. And then I got mad at myself because I'm like, you know better than this. So let's put this on the inside. And then I know that this card is done. Okay, not my traditional colors for Christmas, I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, this one I'm using is Shaded Spruce. And I am using, if you're at my soiree, you got this paper for free. This paper is the paper that Stampin' Up! Is doing the donation for. They are donating, I think it's $4 from each of these packs of paper sold to a charity in Canada. So it reminds me of my childhood, this paper, right? So I like the colors for the second card better. I know those are not really my traditional colors, but I figure somebody's going to love them, right? These ones, oh my gosh, I like these colors. So I need to decide, do I want to use as my main one, my reindeers? What's on the back of the reindeers? Oh, yeah, no. Reindeers, trees. Oh, there's lots of trees. Or what are these? Stockings. So, keeping in mind my base is Shaded Spruce. So, I'm almost thinking this is my main, possibly. Uh-oh, you have no sound? Is there anybody else that doesn't have sound? Uh-oh. Okay, is there sound for anybody? I don't know why there would be no sound all of a sudden. Because I haven't touched anything. Just tap my screen. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Sometimes I think it's me. Actually, a lot of times I think it's me. But okay, I'm going to use this green. It came back on. Okay, perfect. Skips in and out. Why? Why? In at the moment. I have sound. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to do this green. And then I think what I'll do is these stockings to kind of break it up a little bit. Okay. And then what about we'll do a Bambi? Do I want Bambi? Maybe you should do these ones. These trees. These trees. And then maybe Bambi. And then Bambi. What do you think? Okay. Now this card I could actually do. I could make this a landscape card as long as all of my trees and Bambis are going the right direction. So I'd have to turn this one this way. My stockings would have to go the same direction. Not that you can really tell. Honestly, you probably cannot tell. Like that. And then like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Ah, I just had my baby wipes sitting on my card. Ugh, I hate when I do that. Okay, so I'm doing... Back on now. Huh. Huh, that's weird. I don't know what's going on. I swear technology does not like me some days, but... So if you receive this paper, I'm curious to know if you like it. Like, you got it free from the soiree. And I'm curious to know, did you like it? Was it a paper you would have bought if I hadn't given it to you? Or did you purchase it on your own? I like purchasing stuff sometimes just because I know it's supporting a great charity. And if it can do a twofold, it serves my crafting and helps out a charity, I'm all game, right? Okay, I don't know what's going on with the sound. Why does it not surprise me that things are wonky? I'm the only person here. I can't even blame Maya for being here and taking up all the internet. She's not even here. Okay. I've got a big early morning tomorrow. I have to be at the golf course for 7 a.m. We have our big board meeting, our holiday board meeting tomorrow morning. Last one of the year, which is exciting but nerve-wracking. Board meetings always stress me out. Oops. Still working on green and gold paper. Janet says she got it because it supports a charity. Me too. And you know what? At first I didn't like it, Janet, I'll be honest. I was like, oh, I don't know. But then the more I got looking at it, I'm like, this reminds me of my childhood. Like, these deer remind me of Bambi. The stocking reminds me of like old-fashioned stockings, right? These Christmas trees remind me of like old wrapping paper. Like, to me, it just kind of brings back a lot of feelings. Now, I cut this paper way too long, but I got it in all the Christmas papers. Yeah, I love, like, Christmas papers are my thing. I'm not gonna lie, I like all papers, but Christmas papers are definitely my jam. And then I see Sandra says she's still working on the green and gold. Oh, me too. I love the green and gold. That's actually the one we're doing next. Funny enough. Okay. And we're going to nip this one off here. And so I guess when you do this, you want to be careful you're not cutting your cardstock too. I could feel me cutting some of the cardstock there, but I could probably take these papers and make something else with it. But I also know me, and I know that's realistically probably not going to happen. So, okay, so this one, I thought I don't know now. I was thinking about putting it through this plaid embossing folder. I just don't know how it's going to look with this now. Let's try it. You know what? It's my card. And if I don't like it, I'll just make sure that it goes to somebody who doesn't know any different. How about that? I'll make sure that my customers don't get this card. It'll go to somebody who doesn't know anything about paper crafting, and they're going to think it's amazingly beautiful. Because isn't that what happens? I actually said that to somebody on the weekend. They bought one of my kits, and the husband was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, we can actually make our own cards for Christmas. And I said, yeah. And I said, and you know what? Your family's going to think you're a bunch of rock stars, and you slaved really hard. He's like, well, that's kind of the point, isn't it? Is to make them think I'm amazing. He was a really great guy. So yeah, it was fun. Okay. I always love meeting the husbands that come to my booth at a vendor event. Oops, sorry. They're always fun to talk to. Okay. I don't know how much I love this one, but I think what I'm going to do is a bigger sentiment right there, and it will break it up a little bit. I think this embossing folder is a little too much. What do you think? Okay, let's go and do this. Do you think we can do this? This will say Christmas. Maybe in red. And then what if I just do Mary? Like up here. I like it. Oh, people said, okay. I like it. Okay. See, from here, it just looks like a lot going on to me. So let's do this. Okay, let me get this and this. Let's do something here. Let's get something going on. I'm going to use this Christmas stamp, which I think my big block is downstairs. Oh, no, it's right here. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to line this up here and do Christmas. I'm going to clean this off because sometimes there's a film. I'm going to use this. Oops. If you're coming to technique class on what day? Wednesday? Is that Wednesday? Thursday? Wednesday? I don't know. Could be Wednesday, could be Thursday. Whenever the 20th is, that must be Wednesday. We got a fun technique. Okay. I'm going to do that. And I'm actually okay that this isn't like a deep, vibrant red. Because I think it kind of looks vintagey, like the paper. So, oh, darn it. Hang on. I am missing a stamp out of here, and now I just realized, oh no, it's right here. Okay. Don't panic, anybody. I've got it all under control. Okay, so now I'm going to use Mary. And I'm going to go up here with Mary. Okay. Now, this is what we're going to do. Wednesday. Thank you, Sandra. Wednesday. It's going to be Wednesday. This is a very, very chaotic and busy week for me this week. At at work and at home. So, just trying to get through all the things. All the things. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take my Christmas. Let's see if we can get this to line up. Whoop. I have a feeling that's not going to work. Let's just see. Let's just see. Where's my other plate right here? Okay. If I'm very, very cautious, we might. There. Okay. Let's go. Okay, here's my Mary. There's my Christmas. There's my washi tape. Oops, there's my washi tape. Friends, my desk is a disaster. I think if some of you saw my desk right now, you would probably, like, go into cardiac arrest. Because it's kind of causing me a little bit of stress. Okay, so let's get this one glued down. I love this embossing folder. I actually overlooked it in the book because I find sometimes the pictures in the book sometimes don't really do the embossing folders justice. And sometimes they kind of get overlooked because the pictures are not like the most amazing that you've ever seen, right? Okay, so my question is, do you use shaded spruce as one of your colors for holiday cards? I'm curious on that one. Do you find that it's a good holiday color? Oops. Sometimes, yes. That's the way mine gets too. Well, you know what? I grabbed this scrap piece of paper and I think there was something stamped on it. Ruh-roh. Hope it wasn't anything I needed. What do you think? Do you like it? I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure. Jury's still out on that one. Okay, last one. Let's do this one. This one you know I'm going to love because it's got the old olive going on. It's got the very vanilla going on. Oh, hey, see, I did it again. Ugh. What is the saying? How long does it take to create a routine or a habit? Isn't it like 21 days or something to create a habit? Because if that's the case, I'm going to have a very, very long 21 days. There. Okay, now I got that part done. Okay, Janet says she loves it. Okay, here we go. Old olive. Very vanilla. Oh, I hope these are long enough. And then this piece. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Well. Okay, what did I cut here? I have no idea what I've cut. Okay, so let's go. I may have to cut this one down. I may have to cut my paper down because this is, I did not cut these long enough. Okay, so I was using scraps, like literally scraps. So let's just trim this piece down a little bit to that. Let's see. See if this works. She work? Nope. Okay, let's cut down a little bit more. Now, what I could actually do is I could put another piece of paper behind this one. Let's see. Okay, let's just go with it. Let's just go with it, and I'm going to maybe layer this a little differently. Okay. So this is where it's better the longer the paper, just so that you don't have this issue. Because I was just literally using pieces that I had already cut. Okay, now I'm going to use this piece and this piece next, just to kind of break that up a wee bit, right? Because we can go ahead and do that. Okay, so poll time. Do you like the 7:30 time, or is that just too early for you? I know we have people from all different time zones, so it's always challenging to get a time zone that's going, or time that's going to coordinate with all the different time zones. But I'm truthfully curious. This paper, honestly, whoever the designer was on this paper is like amazing. I maybe thought 8 o'clock was too late, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Oh shoot, I'm getting glue on my glass mat. Okay. Let's go there. And then I'm going to go one more here and here. Just because this one has gold in it, and I love the gold. The gold foil on this paper's stunning. I don't even know if I need embossing on this one. Doesn't matter to me, whatever works for you. Okay, so yeah, I know some of my friends out west, it is a little early for you guys. And of course, my first night with the new time, I'm later leaving work tonight, and we've got a big board meeting tomorrow, so we're trying to get ready for that, and yeah, so. I honestly don't think that there's ever going to be a perfect time for me, or for anybody else for that matter. Just because life is, I don't know, life is so busy anymore. Okay. Oh, that is beautiful. I don't know if I want to emboss this. Honestly, I feel like no. I feel like no. Look how pretty this is. Okay, so what I might actually do... Oh, actually, that's not too bad, is it? Do you think I need to put another layer behind this? You guys tell me, do I need to put a layer behind the Very Vanilla and the Old Olive? Oh, let me leave that there. I'm going to put some glue on here. That's true. Yeah, you guys can always watch the replay. And it's always helpful when you put hashtag replay in the notes, just so then I kind of see how many people are watching on replay. It just kind of helps me gauge. if people are even watching the replay, right? Because if people are not watching the replay, then that's always helpful to know too. Sandra says no. Yeah, I don't think we do either, actually, Sandra. I was going to do like a piece of like light, like soft seafoam behind, but I actually don't think that we need it. What about a diamond shape? Janet says no. Sharon says no. Hi, Sharon. I didn't even realize you were here, honey. What do you think, folks? I think I need to know a shape. Do I want a flag? Do I want a circle? Do I want a rectangle? Look at me knowing all my shapes tonight. You guys have got to be proud of me. Do we want a square? Try the diamond. Oh, Sharon says she's late coming on. Circle looks better. Okay. I wondered if the diamond's like too much going on. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes when I look at things, I'm like, I don't know. And then I see it done, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me do a very vanilla circle here. We could do red font to make it pop. Yeah? Yeah. I have to do very vanilla paper though. Because that would be crazy that I'd actually have some handy. There you go. As much as I try to prep ahead of time, I can't do it all. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's go. See what's happening. I don't know. We'll try a couple, maybe. See. Okay, so here's my circle. I need my other plate. It's buried under here. Let's run that through. Okay. This is the Everyday Details die, which is one of my faves. Okay. Now, let's put our dies back where they belong so that we're not losing them. My take your pick tool is not near me, of course. I actually thought I lost my take your pick tool. Well, I'll be darned. I don't even know. Oh, hang on. I got a poker right here. Look at that. Just pulled that out of my cupboard. Remember these old things? These things are phenomenal. I must have 50 of these. They're great for this kind of stuff. I use these downstairs when we're having large events because sometimes you just need a poker. Doesn't have to be a current product. It just has to be something that will take the holes out. This will serve the purpose. All right. You never know where you're going to find these at my house. Okay. Now, I think the stamp that I want, it's not here. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Yes, this is what I'm looking for, friends. Okay, I want to do this in real red. Okay, I'm going to do this in real red because I want this to pop. I could do it in wild wheat, but I feel like sometimes it doesn't give me all the things. Beautiful. Okay. Now you know, what am I going to do now? We're going to pop this up. Okay. Once I find my dimensionals again. So in the meantime of doing this video, my large dimensionals that I just used on the first card are no longer close to me. Don't ask me where they went. Who knows? Nobody knows. They have sprouted legs and ran away. Okay. Now, how about we glue this? Oops. How about we glue this to this card? I already know which one's my favorite. I'm going to let you guys pick which one's your favorite. What do you... What? Hang on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, there. Okay. Now, friends, is the moment of truth. As soon as I put this away, I'm going to put this one in here, this one in here, this one here. Then I can put all this away. Okay. Are we ready? Here's my tag from last week. Okay, let me get these little bits out of the way. Okay. What does it, what does it say? Do you want to know what it says? It says, wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits. Okay? Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3. You guys get to pick. 1, 2, 3. Voting doesn't really mean anything, but it makes me happy. So I like it when you vote because it always makes me realize that sometimes the ones that I don't like are the ones that everybody else does like, which is actually really funny. So it's just more for my... Oh, hey, look. Here's the card that I made. Told you. This is the card I made the other day and I didn't finish it. So I used this pattern as the busier pattern and then I just kind of went back and forth on the others. Ha! I knew it was there. Okay, so what do we say? 3, 2, and 1. 2, 1, 3. 2, 3, 1. 2, 1, 3. So it's interesting to me. This is the one that I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I like this one. And you guys really seem to like that one. Hi, Marlon. 3, 2, 1. That's funny. I love this one. Well, I shouldn't say I love it. I like it. I don't know about this embossing piece. I feel like it needs something, but... Oh, all of a sudden I just got a ton of votes come in. Okay, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Interesting. Okay. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So funny. All of a sudden I have no votes and all of a sudden it's like bam, 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 bam. They just come all at once. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. So do you like the crafting along with me part, or would you rather just go back to me doing a video? I'd like to kind of mix it up. I don't like the red on sentiment number 3. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Because if you like crafting along with me, then we'll go back to doing more of a mystery type thing. Or just mix it up. We may go back and forth. Hard to say. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a great week. And I will try to pop in this week. Make sure you read my my post this week, because I have a funny story to share with you all. So I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And I hope you have a great week. Stay safe, and we'll chat soon. Bye, everybody.